Good morning, Stampin' Friends, and welcome to Linda's Stampin' Escape. The purpose of this little video is to introduce you to the North Pole Delivery designer papers, what I'm using here today, and the Words for the Season bundle. It comes with your stamps and some great dies, which will die cut your holiday words out for you. So that's what I'll be using today. All of my cards are A2 size, so I'm not going to be going through dimensions and stuff like that. It's just more this fun paper and what you can do with it. So just a cute introduction and a few quick cards you can make. So let's begin. We're going to do real red, and we will stamp our greeting on there. My die cuts come from the Spotlight on Nature, so I pre-cut some of those. And I embossed this with the so swirly embossing folder. Yep, must be too early for me. So let's stamp this. And this says, "May the magic of Christmas fill each corner of your home and heart." So we are going to ink that up and stamp. Hold it for just a minute. Let that ink sink into the paper so you get a beautiful image. And if you haven't heard yet, the red rubber stamps are going to be disappearing. They're being discontinued. So I just wanted you to be aware of that. Okay, also die cut with the Spotlight on Nature dies. So now all we have to do is put this together. We're going to have a little fun here. And we are going to use those pre-cut pieces. So let me pull them out. And I'll get my pieces here. So for this one, because it says home and heart, I want to do a little home. So I'm going to take this one right here. And then the heart of many people's homes are their pets. So I am going to grab, these are all die cut for you. So that's kind of fun. I'm going to take this little Yorkie right here, as he will fit more on my paper there. So let's get this set up and see how we're going to put our pieces together. Let's tuck this one under, and this is our home. That's a funny little mailbox, so I'm actually going to cut that off. I know that sounds weird, but I don't want it to look like a sign, like a storefront. I want this to be their home. So we're going to trim that off, and we're going to put that home right there. And then we'll put our little Yorkie up here. So let's get this layered down. I think what I'm going to do is put a little adhesive right here just to hold that on. Let's see how our house fits on there. Nice. Let's move it out just a little bit more. That's why I put my adhesive on this one instead of this one, so I could move it. Okay, that works nice. So I'm not sure if I want to pop this up, because I know I'm going to pop this one up. I must have a little piece of glue dot or something on me there. And we're going to move this guy right up here. So this one I'll put the adhesive on. We're just going to stick him up here a little bit. There we go. Whoops. It's been a day already. All right, so our little Yorkie, our puppy here, is going to go right up there. Her greeting is already on, and I'm going to pop up my house, and then I'm actually going to pop up the whole thing. So you'll get lots of texture from the So Swirly embossing folder, and then a lot of dimension from our house. I want to make sure my words are still straight. There we go. Yep, and we'll pop the whole thing up. So what I'm going to do is start right here and connect those pieces so that they don't move around on us. Oh, that's good. Not where I wanted it, but it'll work, right? So we're having lots of pop-up fun with this one. Ready? And then this will be our first card to introduce you to that stamp set. And look at that. And our North Pole delivery. So how cute is that? And I think we should add some embellishments. This is the low profile sparkle dots. So I'm going to use those. And we have so much red. So I am going to use the green here. So let's put, I'm going to do one down here. This will pull all our colors together. And then two little ones. Not sure where my take your pick tool went. I like him a lot better. I am going to put one right here. And we're going to pull these. Let's put them both on here. There we go. And I'm just going to, oh, that's good. So we're going to bring in all the colors all around. This will pull your eye down. And you get a nice, easy card. Fun. Just cut out some circles and play away. All right, so now you saw the die cuts. Let's bring in some of the designer paper. Again, A2. So now you get to see both sides. So this one's cute. He's full of little animals driving trucks. But I chose this little subtle one because I wanted to bring in those die cuts which say I made the holiday wishes. So they're all separate, so you can do Christmas wishes, holiday wishes, however you want to put them in there, you can. I'm going to add some dimensionals to this one right away. And we're going to pop that up. And I pre-glued them just to save time. Because you didn't want to sit here and watch me gluing, did you? Then I only get to do 2 cards. If I pre-glue, I can do 3. So what I want to do with this guy is bring him in here. Actually, I think I'm going to put him on this corner here. And we'll pop up our little holiday wishes. This is a mailbox. So this is why I did all the mailing ones there. Isn't that cute? But I think we need a little something fun to go on that. So I'm going to pull something that has a little envelope on it. And we're going to go with this cute little squirrel. Especially because I've seen that little guy in my yard this morning. I don't know what he was doing back there. probably getting ready to store all his food. So we're going to take him and set him right up here, just for a little fun. So how is that? And because we have a little yellow in there, we're going to bring in our little yellow ones. And we're going to go over here. There it is. Goodness gracious. There. And now let's grab a big one. And I generally always use 3. And I'm going to pull this way down here so it draws your eye all the way around again. So there we go. Some holiday wishes. You got a nice quick background and then just pop in. This piece here, I will say, is fussy cut from this piece of designer paper. So you can see I took that right out of the corner there. And on this side, you get those beautiful houses. I got to find something to do with those because I really like those. Okay, so that's this one. And now we're going to put together one more quick card. And we have this pretty pattern here. And again, an A2 size card, all 3 of them. Okay. And on this one, I did a Merry Christmas. And let's put our paper up in the front. And because the designer paper had the pool party and all these fun colors, I decided to use the pool party with the red to do my Merry Christmas. Okay, so super simple on that. But then I noticed all of those packages had little bows, so I made myself a little bow. And I'm going to grab a glue dot here. And we're going to take that glue dot and stick it right on the very tippy top of that. There we go. Make it look like a present. And you're greeting at the same time. And pop it up quick for a little extra dimension. And I love using those words. I will tell you, though, that the first letter of the words is not connected, so you have to glue those on separately. So let's get this right here, right smack dab in the middle. And then I don't know if I want to even add any more. I don't want to make it look too busy. So I actually think I'm just going to leave this one as is. And let's just stamp a greeting inside. So let's get our real red back out here, since that is our base color. Ink up our stamp. There we go. May your season be filled with joy and happiness. And I am crooked. Ooh, that's why we have 2 sides to every piece of paper, right? Do-overs. And I could stop my video and take that out, but why? We don't want to do that. That one's worse. So it must be the way I have my thing mounted here. So I will tell you a little secret what I do. I will take this and cut that out, and then I will put it over the top. You don't even have to, excuse me, waste your paper. Cut this out, and then put another block under it with your red. So I will share pictures of that later, but that is a good way to not waste this, but yet save it from being crooked. So, learn something new today, right? All right. And I am not going to put any of these embellishments on, but I see I have some little white stars, so I'm going to put those on. Just because they're here and it's fun and it's Christmas time. These actually come from the Halloween, so I'm going to put one right here and then one little bitty one right here by the Christmas. So there we go. We'll fix this. I'll take pictures of that for you. And that'll go on the inside. And then we have our other two fun cards. Let's get them all on here. There you go. So I want to thank you for watching Linda Stampin' Escape. If you have any questions, you can message me. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.